Welcome to Saturday Prime Time. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. They camped out in Cavill for weeks to get the best seats they could for tonight's game. Banners, seating, and pride are all on the line tonight as the top two teams of the ACC, two Final Four contenders, collide at Cameron in the latest installment of the best rivalry in college basketball.
They play many games, but none mean as much as this one.
Blue Bloods, contenders, neighbors, and rivals.
They share one thing, the desire to beat each other.
This is the greatest rivalry in all of sports.
Game one of their regular season series is in the books.
And that is the exclamation point on a Tar Heel win.
That's the way we want to play. Let's go.
I can promise you this isn't going to be a thing we continue to do.
Now the scene shifts to Cameron Indoor, where the crazies awake and the Blue Devils want revenge.
That is spectacular.
The Duke faithful delighted tonight.
Anytime you put on a Duke uniform, you're all of a sudden a villain.
But are the Tar Heels talented and tough enough to take the heat and come away with the win?
They are ready to rock.
ACC runs through me.
In Durham, both teams will bleed blue. Two very different shades of blue.
Year after year, it always delivers.
It's UNC Duke. Round two.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster from sold-out Cameron Indoor Stadium here in Durham, North Carolina. 9,314 of the loudest folks you will ever meet, and they are all pretty pumped up here for this matchup between North Carolina and Duke. What's at stake? If Carolina wins, outright ACC regular season champions. If Duke wins, they share the regular season title, and who's the one seed in Washington still to be determined based on tiebreakers. Hi, everybody, and welcome inside Cameron. These two programs really are so close in so many ways, as the crow flies, separated by less than 9 miles. About 11 miles with more conventional modes of transportation. Just one game separates them in the ACC standings. Joe Lunardi's got them both on the 2 line. It's the 50th top 10 matchup, and it's 25-24 Duke all time. So much good stuff in this rivalry.
It's an amazing rivalry. I happen to think it's not only the best rivalry in college basketball, it's the best rivalry in all of sports. You've chronicled it. There's a lot on the line. An ACC regular season championship. But at the end of the day, it's Duke, Carolina, and it always delivers. Trademark copyright not to be used without the express written permission of Jay Billis.
In game one earlier this year, back in Chapel Hill a few weeks ago, Carolina won 93-84. Duke looking to exact a measure of revenge here tonight. Got to be goosebumps for Jeremy Roach on senior night.
A senior that's had a spectacular year, especially in the leadership department. You can't imagine the feeling he's going through.
And so many ways to break down this game, so many great players, so many great matchups. And let's start with a guy who's got to be considered the leading contender for ACC Player of the Year.
RJ Davis is the ACC Player of the Year. He's leading the league in scoring, over 21 points per game. He has been consistent at the highest level throughout the season at 42 points in a game against Miami. He's got to be the priority for the Duke defense. And the priority in leadership for Duke has been Jeremy Roach. He has had a career year in every category. He's up in everything, and he's down in turnover. He's got near a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio.
With one of the best seats in the house, let's send you down to court level. Here's Jess Sims.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Jay. It is a wild in here, but I got a chance to talk to Coach John Shire over at Duke, and he said that the X's and O's in the game plan do not matter unless they do 3 things. The first thing is they've got to compete. They got outworked the last time they were at North Carolina. The second thing that they need need to do is value possessions, especially on the offensive end. They got to take great shots and limit those turnovers. Last but not least, they got to go get the ball. All the rebounds, the 50-50 balls. And guys, this is going to make for a really interesting matchup because we got a chance to talk to UNC's coach Hubert Davis right before the game, and he said defense and rebounds are top of mind. So buckle up, y'all. We're in for a good one.
And one thing both coaches have in common, they do both feel, Jay, their teams are playing really well right now, that they have improved a lot from the beginning of the season until this point tonight.
Well, Duke's playing its best basketball, and even the role players have stepped forward. Sean Stewart is giving great minutes, but North Carolina has led all season with defense. It's been about their defense, not their offense. Their offense is terrific, but their defense is championship good.
Hubert Davis in his third season as head coach of the Heels. John Shire in his second as head coach of the Blue Devils. And it's visiting Carolina with the first possession of the game as we are ready for the tip of our Sonic blockbuster matchup.